along, and we're gonna help you get into the springtime mood. We have from FieldSmith, these are brand new. We call them our 12-inch Starry Night Garden Stake. They are wind-powered art in beautiful choices. We have the multi that you're looking at, which has beautiful shades of reds and yellows and purples and blues and oranges, or you could choose the purple, which has magenta and pink and purple. These are so fun, so whimsical, and they are powered by the wind. You just place them anywhere that you want to in the ground outside and let them just shine. They are absolutely beautiful. They're gonna add any interest and decor to your outdoor gardenscape. Maybe you put them in your front entryway. And because they're brand new today and on 2 flexible payments, they're $17.48. You don't need any plugs, you don't need any bulbs, no cords, no electrician, no expert, except for our garden expert.
Hi.
We've got Carrie Mobley here. How precious is this?
You know, it's moving art. And I think that, you know, to have these swirling colors all over your yard, just really enjoying the art that it brings to you. It's got a great kinetic design to it. I happen to love the purple, it's my favorite, but it makes me feel like a little girl again, you know, with those windmills that you spin around. There's a couple of great features about it. First of all, like you said, I mean, it's just on a stake. The installation is super easy. You just have a metal stake in 2 pieces, just kind of screw it together, and you simply, you know, pop it into the ground. You just need to find basically a breezy spot in your yard. And I cannot tell you how often people say to me, listen, I want something, I want a pop of color in my yard. I really want to get into gardening, but I need something really low maintenance. We have your solution right here. You can add such beauty and such elegance and such whimsical playfulness to your yard without having to water, right? Or dig in the dirt. And it's art, and it's something really, really special and magical just to have that power of the wind. It's UV treated, so you're never gonna have to worry about whether or not it's going to fade. And it's high quality metal, so it's never going to rust. It's just a really special piece. So the diameter on this is about 1 foot. So it's a really nice size, but it goes into the ground in a 40-inch high stake. So all metal durable construction. But I love that you call this art, because if you take a look at it, this is really well made. It is it's a gorgeous structure, and I'm kind of putting it there kind of not in the wind, so you can see the colors. But as soon as this spins, you can see it almost gives you a kaleidoscope of fun, right? Right, it's that kinetic art of it, and I think it adds a lot of interest. It almost has a modern feel to it, except when the wind is blowing it, it kind of is reminiscent of a flower. So even if you don't have a windy day and you're not getting a lot of movement out of it, it's really pretty just as it is. Yeah, absolutely. But I want you to take a look in here. We have some really high quality bearings in here. And so with that, you're not gonna have to worry about it getting kind of rusty and beat up. This is why we love it, because it has been treated and it just spins really, really easily. And again, all of this paint on the front here, and it is all metal construction. It's been UV treated, so it won't fade. Again, like I said, I love the purple, but think about, you know, what would work well in your space. Maybe with the color of your house, maybe with the current flowers or landscape that you have. But for those people who ask me all the time, can you give me a recommendation for something really low maintenance, but that gives a nice pop of color? A good pow, here it is. Exactly. Here is your And you're looking at the multi, which has the different shades of red and blue. It has green and orange, or you can select the one that we're calling purple, which has shades of all purples and pinks. Today, it's is brand new from FieldSmith. No one has ever seen this before, and I think that's kind of nice, because one of the things that I love is I love to stand out, but I also don't want to have what everybody else picked up at that big box store. I want something special and unique, and people will stop you and be like, where did you get that, you know? And I up until this year, because I'm a gardener and I have so many beautiful pops of color in my flowers and in my landscape, I hadn't really turned to spinners. But when I found this spinner, I knew exactly where I was going to put it. I live kind of on the water. I have a nice pond back there, and we get a great cross breeze. And so when my sons are walking home from school, they'll always say, oh, look, it's spinning. and the kids are always running, because it really is something that both children and adults find really beautiful and almost mesmerizing.
Absolutely, and you think about if you have a small condo or a small apartment, you could even stick this in a flower pot on your patio. When the breeze blows, you'll get this beautiful kind of art that just moves and flows. You don't have to worry about having any plugs or any batteries. There isn't any light feature to this because it kind of creates this kaleidoscope of fun and kaleidoscope of color. So I like how you coordinated because you've got the pink
and I knew you were
and I'm wearing red, which I think is great because you decide which one you want. And if you'd like to get both home, we do have them on FlexPay. But you can see in the multicolor, I've sort of stopped it so you can see it has yellow, it has reds, it has blues and greens and oranges. And then as soon as it spins and it catches that wind, it's able to really kind of turn into this fun rainbow of excitement. And I would think that these are the types of art that when you're on vacation and you walk into those little boutique shops and you're like, oh my gosh, I want something special. I want something that no one else has. Well, today for $17.48, that's exactly what you're getting. It's going to stand about 40 inches high. The diameter on the garden, or on the Starry Night, is about 12 inches wide. And you can see this is real solid metal construction.
Right, and a couple of things about it that I want to point out. It's completely powered just by the wind. And so once it's in, it's in. You'll never have to do anything with it. And I think that when you take the time to put something like this in your yard, it's not just about people walking by or that competitive nature that we as gardeners have, where you want your house to be the prettiest. It's one of those things that's still going to give you pleasure. When you walk outside, yes, you'll be proud, right? But it's something that's special to you, and you say, I'm so glad I got that. Put it in the front, put it in the back, put it in a breezy spot, one that you know gets a little bit of circulation. And because of these really high quality bearings on here, one little turn and it goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, or it goes all by itself. And you can take this from house to house because there's no permanent structure. You just put it into the ground wherever you want. And what I love so much is if I put it in a spot and maybe that's not the breeziest spot, I can pick it up and move it to another spot. So try this in multiple areas to get that perfect wind art. And there's that metal stake that you're getting. We have limited quantities. In fact, Carrie, the one that you're holding, the purple, we have less than 100 left. So I think they go nice together if you wanted to pick up two, put them in different sides of the home, front yard and backyard, but also maybe in front of your bedroom window that you could see the color and you can see the beautiful blowing of the wind. So it's a wonderful item and it's brand new. You're the first to get a chance to see it. Carrie, thank you so much for bringing this to us. Happy gardening, everyone. Happy gardening. Spring has sprung. This is kind of a natural way to bring in some flowers, right, without having to plant them. All right, I'm headed back inside. I hope you join me. Take